Alright, what's going on, guys? So, this guide is going to be for casters um, in upper tiers. Now, um, casting or doing a mage DPS or caster DPS for a boss is going to be a bit different, but for the most part, it's still going to follow the same priority system. In upper tiers, especially how much easier it's getting lately for the mobs to die, we're going to need to especially prioritize on the or do the priority system even more. Excuse me. So consistent damage again is key. All right, but first and foremost, let's go over some basic stats. This guide will be primarily to help out those that are new or starting off in the game and may want to try to get into some UT action. And our casters. So stats in game. Obviously, first and foremost is intellect, and intellect I cannot overemphasize intellect as a primary stat because it gives it's the primary source of damage. Okay, and it gives you a chance to land a critical hit with spells. So intellect is key, followed by, if possible, spell crit. Okay, spell crit can be gotten from gear. And we'll take it from there. Okay. Also depending on um what you're specialized in as well. I am specialized in air and taming because this character is my archer tamer. However, I did pick up some magery or magic skills along the way, and I'm using it as my alternate spec. Now, to DPS and upper tiers primarily, this strat that I'm showing is most effective if there is a tank or if things are dying very quickly and they're using the bottom strat. The bottom strat meaning that you're using the bottom spawn point and everyone is basically pew pew pewing towards the entrance. Now, with that being said, priority system first and foremost um, is going to be your buffs, and the buffs that that's a lot of people sleep on is Spellbinder Stance. Spellbinder Stance is a huge buff to damage. Um, if you haven't noticed, it's a focus regen, and it also gives a plus 5% spell critical chance bonus. Now, those two alone will ensure that you have, if you're doing everything correctly, you will not burn through your mana as quick. Okay, so priority based DPS, damaging spells, first and foremost, you want something that will constantly put damage down. That primary source of damage is Meteor Shower. Meteor Shower, you need to keep for me, 5 stack. If you're specialized in Moon, you're going to keep a 6 stack down at all times. That is your priority, followed by your Banish Undead. And if you use Solar Flare, and rinse and repeat. Okay. Priority number 1, Spellbinder Stance. Priority number 2, 5 or 6 stack of Meteor Shower. Then it's either Banish, most likely Banish, and Solar Flare. Okay. For those that are expecting life, I would suggest still putting a Meteor Shower down for 5 stack primarily because if you do not have the timing down, consistent damage will still trump out your burst. If you have your timing down, then yeah, I would focus over 6 stack of Banish Undead, then the Meteor Shower. All right. So this is how it should basically go in a nutshell. If there is a tank, say the target dummy is the tank, then the tank is bringing a few mobs in, and there's the mobs, then you will cast Banish. If there's one or two still alive, Cast Solar Flare. Oh, still up. Okay. Then cast Solar Flare again. Second round done, or first round done. We're going to the second round. You're casting that, and then you're holding in your banish. You see 3 to 4 mobs show up. Okay, then you're gonna let it go. Then you see maybe 1 or 2 mobs still remaining. Then you're gonna cast that. Then you're gonna wait, and basically another round hits, so on and so forth. Okay. If they are up and you don't want to use Solar Flare and you use Banish Undead, make sure that you're using it sparingly and efficiently. Say, for example, you're in the middle. If you are not spec'd in life and you do not have the timing down, and Meteor Shower is up, I would focus on 5 stacking or 6 stacking Meteor Showers first. Again, primarily because Meteor Shower is your number 1 source of consistent damage. Okay? Consistent damage in UT is key. That is where most of the damage is going to come from, is consistent over burst. Okay? A lot of people are going to do a lot of burst damage, and if you have 8 people that are bursting at the same time, things are going to die quickly. What will finish them off consistently is the dots that actually hit from Meteor Shower. Meteor Shower is going to give the initial hit, followed by the last hit most of the time. Everything in between will pretty much be filled with burst damage. So, say for example, this is almost ready to do another full 5 stack, and I have say 3, and I'm gonna let it go at 3 just so I can 5 stack my Meteor Showers to keep it rolling. So again, say for example, that is the tank up there. So what we're basically gonna do is keep this up. Since Meteor Shower is still down, we're gonna stack as many as we can, and then let it go when it comes into a large group. If there's any leftovers, we're gonna finish the leftovers with Solar Flare. Okay, then that round is over. Hit your Spellbinder stance again. Cast Banish Undead. Okay, see it comes in, and then let it go. Okay, still a few left alive. We're gonna Solar Flare. Still alive, Solar Flare. Okay, end of round. Cast Banish Undead. This thing is almost up, so we're gonna hold on Banish Undead. Notice that it's gonna come up right there, and just in time, it's 4 or 5 stack. Then we're gonna cast Meteor Shower and not worry about the mobs that are still up, because Meteor Showers are consistent sort of damage, and we're gonna put it up. If they're still up, okay, Solar Flare. Okay, next round is done. And yes, there are groups that will make it go by that quick. If they are not, then you're gonna have to then just stack Banish Undead until you have a 4 or 5 stack, and then let it go. Then stack your Solar Flare. And if they are still up, okay, and everything, and it's still up with like half-life and whatnot, then yeah, you are probably going to be in a UT run that will not take you 3 rounds to attenuate, and I'd probably leave. All right, have a good one.